Football is back, ladies and gentlemen, which now means it's time to get your team's football shirt. But I'm not trying to pay £120 for a football shirt. I'm just saying. But I have found the solution for myself and for you, the lovely audience of the Don Hussam channel, with your own coupon promo code. And this is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. All you've got to do is just go to okjersey.com. As you guys can see, all the options are there. Of course, I'm a Liverpool fan, you guys already know. And then this is the shirt. Look how amazing it looks. I'm just going to go pick my size. And then after that, I'm going to choose the Premier League patch. And listen, I'm too old to be putting any player names on the back. So I'm just going to get it as it is. I'm going to click add to cart, view cart. And this is the same thing that you guys do on any website. You proceed to checkout. You fill in all your information. And then after that, coupon code Hussam. When you click this coupon code, you get a 8% discount. Enjoy shopping, guys. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wednesday. As you guys know, Wolfie and Ziad will actually be joining us momentarily. A man like Martin is here, always on time. Appreciate Martin. Big up to you, Martin. Big up to everyone locked in as well. We already got 300 people in the building. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Please do hit that like button. Please do subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Every single one of you guys, please like the video. Please subscribe. Big up to everyone who just joined us from Terry's channel. Please like and subscribe on your way in. We've got Liverpool Marseille later as well. And we've got El Ahwa tonight, where Hamza and Mo are going to get absolutely cooked to perfection. So, love you all. And yeah, big up. How are you, Martin? You good?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. Someone managed to track down Hamza. I think he's been missing for a few days since the Man United game. So, that'll be interesting.
I mean, he's bringing up mad excuses about watering the pitch on Twitter. So, he's losing his mind.
But Mo and Hamza won't be able to cook each other. They'll just have to sit there and be nice to each other.
I mean, Hamza's capable of cooking anyone. That's the whole point of Hamza. So yeah,
that's true. That's true.
Anyway, I'll start off with Arsenal since you're here. The whole Inter game yesterday. What did you make of it? What did you make of your performance? And how do you feel about your football club right now? Top of the league, top of the Champions League, top of the world, really?
It's all going too well, so everyone's feeling like something's got to go wrong. I think we had a good game versus Inter. I think you did a stream on it, right? You watched the game. It was, I think everyone was predicting it like a 0-0 boring draw, but it actually a good game kind of broke out, and Inter probably deserved a couple more goals, but we could have got a couple more as well, I suspect. So yeah, it was pretty even statistically, but it felt like we weren't really that concerned at all. Like even when they equalized, it felt like, okay, yeah, almost like the set piece goal is like a free goal that we get to collect every game. So, and quite often that's the difference between us winning and losing. But today, Gyökeres scored a goal, which shocked everyone in the world. I don't even know how. You cooked
on the Gyökeres thing in the summer when you were like, he's got the white Havers.
I mean, I'm very happy for him. I think it's great for his confidence, but yeah, it was a little bit lucky, but yeah, I was more heartened by what I saw from Jesus than I saw from Gyökeres. I hope that we start Jesus and Gyökeres does this super sub thing where he comes on and scores a goal. But yeah, look, it's amazing. We're in that position now where we're guaranteed top 8. We're guaranteed to have home fixtures as the second legs in the UCL.
You're not guaranteed top 8. You're guaranteed top 2, buddy.
Well, yes.
You're currently, I actually checked this yesterday. You're on 21 points because you won every single game. Second place is Bayern and Real Madrid on 15. So even if they win the last fixture, sorry, the only one that has hope of catching you is Bayern, because Bayern are 5-0 on 1. So if they win tonight, they'll be 6-0 on 1. And then your goal difference is much better than theirs. So it depends how much they win by today, really. Big up, Wolfie.
Yeah, it's a little bit different to last season.
Your last game is Kairat at home. You're guaranteed first place, if we're being honest.
Big up, Wolfie.
Yeah, boss.
Yeah, a few things are happening that like weren't happening last season, so that makes it more valuable being top of the league this time around. But we'll see if that actually plays out and who we end up getting, who ends up being like 15th, 16th that we'll play against if we get first and all that kind of stuff. So. Yeah, one game at a time. Trying not to get too excited about what's on the horizon. Just focus on what we can handle right in front of us, and that's going to be Manchester United in a couple of days. So you know they're Title challenging Man United, I think I heard from a few people on the internet. So it'll be interesting to see if they can make up the 15 points and put in a good late challenge. How you doing, Wolfie?
I'm good. How are you, boys?
Not too bad. Who have you got on the weekend?
Brentford.
Ooh.
Away. We got Europa tomorrow. Unlike Man U, I started playing midweek games, you know what I'm saying?
Wolfie, did you watch Arsenal Inter yesterday?
Yeah, parts of it. I fell asleep in the middle. Can't lie, man. It's been a long day, man. It's been a long day. They look
Why
good.
why do you fall asleep? It was a good game.
Bro, I was tired, man. What do you want me to do?
What he wanted to happen wasn't happening, perhaps. So it's easy to go to sleep.
Nah, I saw. Sorry, I still haven't got my voice back. I don't know. I think Arsenal looking decent. You didn't look good against us at the weekend. I thought you were very lethargic. But yeah, I think this is a big weekend. It's a big weekend.
Well, Inter gave us a lot more space to run into and all that
difference.
kind of stuff.
That's the difference. I think against Man U, it's at the Highbury, not Highbury.
Just quickly, you guys, it's Aaron's birthday in the chat. So everyone, please drop a happy birthday, Aaron. Happy birthday. The General, Aaron, happy birthday to you, brother. Hope you're good. Everyone, please wish him a happy birthday in the chat. Big up, man. Big up, Aaron. Big up. Happy birthday, Aaron.
Yeah, I was gonna say if Man U set up how they did against Man City at the weekend, they look very organized. Was that a manager bounce? Was that local rivalry? I don't know. But I think that's if they want to get something out of Arsenal, they've got to bank up like they did against Man City. I think Man U go there wanting a point. I don't think they're going to go there for the win. I think they know they're not as good as you guys. So I think you'll find that quite hard.
Man United have no pressure on them, so they're playing pressure-less football. So it's different.
No, they're in the title race apparently, aren't they? So, again, I've heard the same things as well.
Here we go, Wolfie.
Whispers.
It wasn't me that said it. It's the Man U fans that are saying it, bro. You haven't heard Man U fans saying that.
They said that if they win, I think the title race is on. So
exactly.
we can't let them do that.
Exactly. I think they'll go for the draw. I've got a nasty feeling that they might get it because I think they might just do what we did, just not care about the attack. Maybe the odd counter attack. See if they can catch you. They got more pace than us on the counter attacks, and maybe that will be their setup. But this will be a good one. If you can win this, Man City have got the team ahead of them in the form table. So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it's going to be an interesting game there. This could, for me, decide the title this weekend. If you win and they drop points and you get 9-10 points clear, game over. But it could also flip the other way. It is quite big, isn't it? Like, if you draw and they win, what does that put it down to? What is it now? 7?
7 points.
To what, 5?
Wolfie is not going to get away with it, though, because I asked Wolfie this question even a month ago, and I said, do you still believe City will win the league? And you said yes at the time. Do you still have that belief?
I still believe they will win it. I don't want them to win it. There's a difference.
Oh, my God.
Don't you want your son
You
to be happy?
still believe City will win the league?
Yeah, I do. Unfortunately.
Explain it. Explain it.
I think both teams will drop points. I think at some stage, Arsenal are going to go through a little patch where they draw games. I don't think Arsenal will lose many. And I think it will come in and around the thick end of the season when you got semi-finals, quarterfinals in the Champions League, the Carabao Cup final, you know, all that kind of stiff stuff I think will come. And I just think City will just get close enough that when you play them in April, that's the key game. I think it will come down to that game.
So you're just going based off hope, basically, nothing football related.
Again, if I predict that Arsenal, for example, we're going to beat Forest, doesn't mean I want Arsenal to beat Forest. It's like, stop conflicting the two things.
I'm not conflicting, predicting, and wanting something to happen. I'm just saying there's no way.
You're saying I'm on hope. I don't want City to win the title.
Habibi, you're missing the point. I'm saying, how do you watch this current version of Manchester City and think like, oh yeah, they're gonna win the league? By the way, how do you think that? I just don't understand.
Did you watch the game versus Bodo Glimt?
Yeah, it was funny.
Exactly.
lost
So you
by
watch
more,
the
you
game
know.
versus Porto Glimt, and you come here and you tell me City will win the league.
They should have lost by more, man. That was funny. Yeah, did you hear they refunded their
Then
fans?
you
What
come
a
tell
big
me City
gesture.
are going to win the league. How?
Yeah, they're making a big deal out of it.
How?
Yeah, there's like 300 that went, and they give them 25 quid. They're not covering their travel, but yeah, let's show we care about our 5 fans. Yeah.
LTC saying City don't have the legs. Habibi, City haven't won a game in January.
You know
The
what their
whole
biggest problem is?
It's January 21st. They haven't won a game. The only game they won is Exeter. That doesn't even count. I'm talking like that. They actually haven't won a game of football in the Premier League or the Champions League since January. That's why I'm asking Wolfie. I need an explanation. How do you? Fair enough. You said.
Should I tell you how they do win?
How do you still think it now? How?
Okay, because Pep's got to realize, and I don't know if the 2 City fans that exist will come at me. Rodri's legs aren't back.
Before you say anything, can I just quickly? Because we have someone joining us who hasn't been on the channel for a while.
Oh. wait. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Wait. Wait. No. Wait.
What did you want to tell me?
Both of you guys.
What did you want to tell me?
Double check. Safety first. Double check.
Pochettino should not be sacked. They could lose the next 5 games, and I would still say Pochettino should not be sacked.
Hi Ziad, welcome back to the channel, brother. Hope you're good.
You time Champions League winner is here. Respect yourself. World champions is here.
Big up.
Was that actually you on that bungee jump?
We're here. We're back. Okay.
No, that's not him. AI edited his face.
I don't want to laugh. It was funny.
Yeah, we AI edited his face, man. It's not
Funny,
actually.
bro.
Yeah, it's not him. We just AI edited his face. Big up Ziad, man. Ziad back.
Yo, Ziad, man, you know Movember finished like 2 months ago.
Big up to LTC and big up to all 650 people in the building. Please like and subscribe, guys. We're not even at 100 likes yet. Find the shame and like the video. Wolfie, continue.
Yeah.
How do you think City will?
Yeah, so look, I think their problem right now, which is crazy to say, is Rodri. I think his legs are shot, or he's not back to full fitness. I also think, what, you think that's crazy? Am I being crazy?
No. I do, but I'm just letting you speak.
Okay. I think if you're gonna play Rodri, you have to play what's his name? Nico Gonzalez alongside him. Because if you look at the way they've set up in their last few games with Rodri, they've almost said, all right, basically you got these 2 shitty kiddie centre backs, and we'll just leave Rodri in front of them. And Rodri's not covering the ground. The 3rd goal yesterday was his fault. He gave the ball away in midfield. His passing is off as well. He hasn't got the legs to recover, man. So they've got to go 2 CDMs, in my opinion, just to protect him. Or if they want to go 1, I would actually drop him. He's not fully fit. So I would drop him and put Nico Gonzalez. I think he's back, isn't he? And that's what they need to do. That their problem right now isn't their defense. I think it's their midfield. They're just lacking creativity in that midfield. And the attack isn't firing. I almost think, as I said when they signed Semenyo, I said he won't move the needle for them. Semenyo will struggle against teams that are defending deep against it. So,
which is, by the way, this is the same exact opinion I had. I think Gay, he's a very good signing, but I don't think Semenyo is a good signing.
I agree with that. So I just think that the balance is off. The issue, I get the issue of the injuries in defense, but that's not the foundation of the issues for me. The foundation of the issue is that Rodri doesn't look fit, or his legs are gone, or he's just not confident. That injury he had, man, it's not easy to recover from. And at how old is he now?
30?
He might even be 31, isn't he?
Maybe.
Yeah, but at that age, man, like, he's gonna struggle. So
he's 29.
That's what they need to do.
29.
He's 29. I thought.
No. The problem with Rodri was, let's just keep it factual based. Okay, the simple fact is, with all these players that have ACL injuries, they're all rushed back. You know, every time someone gets an ACL injury, we're going to be back in 6 to 8 months. No one's back from an ACL in 6 to 8 months. Well, they shouldn't be anyway. No professional footballer should be back from returning from ACL within 6 to 8 months. And this is the problem we're seeing from him now. He was rushed back, and this is the problem. He's able to play every time he plays. He's not ready, or able to play, multiple games on the bounce. He's been rushed back, and this is the consequence of it. I don't think it's completely the reason why City are not doing what they're doing. I think Pep maybe is not, there's something going on more than that. But we talk about Rodri specifically. I think he was rushed back, and they need to find something because they've got a good team. I mean, Man City have got a good team. I mean, their summer signings, especially Cherky, man, that guy is a very good player. So, I mean, maybe it's part of the reason why Maresca left Chelsea and now he's going to go into Man City. But this is Man City's khalas, man. I think they've had their time.
You can't say khalas, man. Yeah, I mean, there's still
what's going on with them.
This is why I just don't understand Wolfie's explanation. Wolfie actually
because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because you lot are so narrow, short-term minded. 5 games into the season,
I'm open.
into the season, you are asking us to put the crown on your head. 5 out of 5 and all this stuff. Bringing 15 games into the season, the Arsenal fans have declared they've won. A month ago, all we're seeing in chats is the blue shark fin emojis. Okay, like things move and change a lot in football. There's 38 games for a reason. I'm not sitting here saying City will 100 million% win it. Okay. I'm just saying it's not done yet. It's not done.
And all I'm saying is I'm surprised the goalposts haven't moved after watching Manchester Derby, after watching Bodo Glimt.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, let's flip it the other way around. With Man City being as bad as they have been over the last month, would you have expected the points gap to be even wider now between them and Arsenal?
Yes. What's the point gap?
Okay, well, it's not.
What's the point gap?
7.
Point gap, 7 points.
That's not bad. That's not that bad.
Well, we
it's
played
not
Liverpool.
Bad, but remember, Ziad, they've got to go to the Etihad at the end of April.
I still think that's going to make or break either team
that's
season.
That's what I say. Yeah.
I mean, if Man City win, just like that, they're back in it. But
and let's not again forget.
Done.
I'll tell you now, if Arsenal didn't have Arteta in charge and they had another manager, I'd be like, it's done. I'll be honest with you.
So, like which manager? There's only like a handful that have ever won the PL, so you can't really say anyone else come in and be better than
anyone but Sean Dyche wins in that league, man. I'll tell you that much, man. But look, and we've seen, this is the thing, we've seen Man City win it. Remember when they had that, was it a 5-point deficit to Man U with a few games left, and they played each other and Company scored from that corner, and then suddenly that turned around and Man City were able to do it. That was 5-6. I can't remember the exact point. I'm sure someone in the chat does. We've seen Arsenal with an 8-point gap a couple of years ago blow that quite late in the season. All I'm saying, I'm not here to say
City had an 8-point. United had an 8-point gap with 8 games to go. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go. So, like, the thing is, what are we now? We're still in January.
Back still then, in January. You were like,
bro, that Aguero moment, man, was beautiful. I can't lie, man.
So you're saying, Wolfie, that you would like Arsenal to win?
Yeah, I want Arsenal to win it because obviously my son supports them, so he needs a bit of joy in his life.
Stop. We don't want Arsenal to win it.
Why?
I was about to ask Ziad, are you giving up on this whole Arsenal not gonna win it thing?
I mean, the way you look at it right now, do I have choice? Man losing. What is that? What's Glimp? I don't know what that is. I don't know who these guys are losing to. Sideways football against a random team in the middle of nowhere, minus 55 degrees. So I don't know how you want me to be hopeful or what. But if Arsenal really, I'm sorry, but if Arsenal
Ziad don't even have hope anymore. That's crazy.
Well, how can I have hope? The guy looks like he's lost the plot. They all look.
Have you heard of the 5 stages of grief? Like some of the fans are in denial, some of them are in the anger, some are in the bargaining phase. A few have made it all the way to acceptance, but my hope is that we can win the league at the Etihad because that'll mean that we have to be like 12 points ahead when we play them or something funny. Like that. So I'm hoping it'll go the other way because
the only hope is that it's 7 points and that you still have to go to the Etihad. That's the only hope. If you guys beat them at the Etihad already this season, or even drew against them at the Etihad this season already, then the hope would be gone. The hope would be gone. But City really have to win at home. They have to. Let's just say it continues like this until the Etihad game. When is that Etihad game, by the way?
24th of April, something like that.
You see, April. So let's just say it says 7 points until then. 4 points behind, and it's April. What? Still about a month left of the game or the season. It's there. It's still there. It could go to the wire again. It's gone to the wire many times. To the last game of the season many times. You know,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't put it past them.
I thought it would go to the wire, but the last 5 games from City or so has really like made me wonder what they're doing.
Yeah, but do you think City can get worse?
Yes, it's like a borderline right now. Like they've got 11 new players that they brought in. Either they're all going to be good and City will come good, or they were all rubbish signings and they've wasted all their money. It's like it's teetering on the edge right now, and I'm seeing a lot of City fans questioning Pep seriously for the first time in their entire
Yeah, I've
lives.
heard a few Pep outs, man. It's funny.
I know, right? It's a funny thing to hear.
I've heard also Pep didn't look right at the end of the game. Something's up, which is
I don't know what
a
that
happy
means,
clapper way of saying Pep out.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting blurred, but I'm worried about them in a sense that they don't like Rodri is not Rodri anymore. Rodri was Rodri
he's
when
an
he was
issue.
Superman. He doesn't need people helping him. He was the guy that would clean up everyone else's problems. Like he would just show up and say, "Hello, pitiful teammate, I will fix this for you." But now people are running around him like he's not there. And Diaz and Gvardy all being out, I think people maybe underrated how good they were at stopping extra goals from going in, because Kusanov and Max Lane, they look like at 6s and 7s out there, you know, sometimes completely confused. So
Do you know something I say about City? Like their biggest loss wasn't Rodri for me. It was Kyle Walker. If you look at the amount of times when they were playing their tiki-taka edge of the box stuff, overcommitting everyone, the amount of reliance they had on Kyle Walker's recovery pace. If a team counter-attacked, the lightning quickness he would recover on. And that's what they're missing. That kind of insurance policy that, yeah, we can
Going
overplay,
backwards.
yeah, we can take the risks, and yeah, we can add pressure on because we got Kyle Walker there's recovery pace. Since then, they haven't. I know Kalashnikov, whatever his name is quick, but he ain't Kyle Walker. He ain't Kyle Walker. So I think that's a miss for them. I think that's played into the way they played. Obviously, KDB.
Did I just hear Kolasinac? No, this guy's taking the
Kalashnikov.
Kalashnikov.
Stop. Yeah, why would this guy want to get to be cancelled? Relax, Spencer. The
Alright.
Kalashnikov.
That's his name, isn't it?
Kusanov.
Yeah, it's easy to say Kalashnikov, man.
But they've showed problems going forward more recently than they have had in the rest of the season, right? Like Cherky is hot and cold, very hot and cold, like same with a lot of their attackers. And Haaland's struggling now to no open play goals in 8 games or something. Like they're drying up at the top end the same time as they're having more issues at the back. So Pep's got his work cut out for him, that's for sure. And whether they just spend their way out of it is going to be another question. But it's hard.
Let me ask
now
you guys
watching
this
Arsenal
question.
every week. I promise you, he's planning his summer holiday in Damascus. He's thinking about what I'm gonna do when I go back to Syria. I'm gonna go back home for a month and a half. I'm not gonna do anything football related. I'm gonna enjoy World Cup on the streets of Syria. He's probably thinking about it right now, guys. I'll be honest. I hear everything Wolfie's saying. Big up Ziad, but Arsenal are winning this league, guys. I'll be watching this Manchester City side. They just don't have it in them. They just don't have it in them. It's the truth.
Why don't
They
you have it in you? That's the question. Why
Why don't you have it in you, Mr. Champion of the World?
sleeping?
What happens to proper Chelsea, champions of the
No,
world?
forget Robert Jones for a second.
Oh,
Why is this guy
okay.
sleeping?
Oh, Wolfie, uno reverse, Wolfie.
Where is this guy? Where are you? Isaac,
You know,
Vert,
Ziad,
all these players.
Ziad, I'm
Where are
very
you?
proud of your
AKTK.
journey on YouTube. I'm very proud of
Yeah.
your journey on YouTube. You went from working to Matisse to seeing him being the Chelsea manager. I bet you're so happy for him, you know. Yeah, be
Don't
quiet.
worry
It's
about
good.
Chelsea. Worry about yourself.
I'm
Can you
worried
stop
about
bigging up
Chelsea.
in the
Spending
chat? You're on the
500
big
million.
screen. You're on the big screen. Just say big up Yasser here. Why do you have to big him up in the chat?
Because I don't want to disrupt the flow.
Just say big up Yasser, big up JC. Khala, man, you're on the big
up
screen
everyone.
now.
Listen,
Can
one
I-
second. Don't try it. Don't try it. Big up to everyone. in
The
the chat.
Spanish
Like and
crazy,
subscribe.
huh?
Wait,
But
just
you
before
win
we
the
cuss
league,
Liverpool
win,
down.
no, 1 second. You win the league. You get AKTK versus Isaac. You got what happened? Where are you?
Yeah, but this is not the Liverpool
And
section.
Kirkes.
no,
this
but
is
we're
me
making it the
saying-
Liverpool section.
We're talking about Arsenal. We speak
No,
about
no,
Liverpool.
forget
in a bit.
Arsenal. We'll talk about Liverpool.
Brother, I have a section stuff. You get
No,
me?
no,
I'm
forget your
sections.
sections. We don't care about your
We're
sections.
good.
We don't care.
Liverpool, what do you want to say about Liverpool? Like, subscribe, chat. What do you want to say about Liverpool?
No, I'm
Before we
asking
get to
you,
Liverpool, can
why
I
are
ask
you
one
not
more Man
competing for the
City
league?
question?
Say that again.
Can I ask one
I'm
Man
asking
City
you why you're
question?
not competing for the league.
Why are we not competing for the league? Because of our manager?
But why is your players? What happened to your players?
Hmm.
Why do you think Liverpool aren't competing
No,
for the
don't.
league? Tell me.
Listen, I'm not a Liverpool fan. You know more than me. I'm asking you.
Yeah, I'm asking you your opinion.
Not asking you when I'm asking you. You're asking me a question. I'm asking you. What's this?
This is
Yeah,
like
I'm
that
reversing it for you.
Spider-Man
I'm
meme,
asking you the
where they're,
question.
like,
As the
pointing at
good
each other.
host, I'm asking you the question.
I
Tell
think
me.
because your players are flops. That's why.
Who?
All of them. Kirkes can't defend. Frank Pong is Usain Bolt as a right winger. Okay, Van Dijk has got a mistake 24/7. You know, he's like David Luiz, very good defender, but he got a mistake too much. You know, he makes too many mistakes. Okay, McAllister, he's not that guy. You thought he was that guy, he's not that guy. Okay, khalas, finito. Egatike, I feel sorry for the guy. Isaac, no one knows where that guy is. Verts, you know, everyone said he's better than Palmer. No one knows who that guy is. And I'm also
He has more GA than Palmer right now.
Sorry?
He has more GA than Palmer.
Yeah, Palmer's been injured. Verts has
Yeah,
been playing
Verts
every
gave
single
him a
second.
16-game head start.
Palmer's
of his
been playing
Euro.
every single second. Not Palmer.
And
sorry.
if I
Verts
count,
has been playing every
if
single
I
second.
remove the penalties, he has a lot more GA.
No. Verts has been playing every single second. Palmer's been injured. Still playing injured.
Verts has been doing better lately, hasn't he?
Yeah, Verts
because
has been
the
doing
Palmer's
well
been injured.
lately. The last 4 or 5 games, he's been scoring goals, getting assists, everything.
So how far are you from Arsenal?
14 points.
bro.
14.
You know, had we just beaten the promoted teams, we would be 7 points behind right now. Just promoted teams, nothing else.
That's hard
Yeah,
this year.
Liverpool stink right
You don't
now,
keep
bro.
losing
There is
to
nothing-
Forest at home. That would have helped you as well.
There is nothing new I could say about Liverpool right now. It's just the same shit over and over again. The Burnley game was a bit better. You know, we played attacking football. We just didn't take our chances. The rest of the season, though, was mostly on Arne Slot.
Where are you in the Champions League? Are you qualifying?
I think we're like 5th or 6th or something. Or we're like 1 point away from top 8. Let me check.
Yeah, this is how you know this season's been washed up, man. Like last season, you're asking us, "Oh, Habibi, we are first Champions League, first Premier League, man."
We are
They're 11th
3
right
points-
now.
We are
Bro,
exactly.
you're 11th, bro. You're 11th, bro.
Yeah, but we're 1 point away from the top 8, and we're only 3 points away from.
Yo,
second.
Marseille, man, Marseille, you know. Oh, he's saying there, little bit of Aubameyang.
That's not easy
A
at
little
all.
ex-Arsenal
The game
comes
is
down
very
and
thick.
slaps you.
I'm expecting us to lose tonight. I think it's
Yo,
they got
one
Mason
year,
Greenwood
can
now?
1 year? No, he'll be cup tied, won't he?
It has nothing to do with Nwaneri.
I'm just saying, you never know, bro. You never know. You could be in trouble here.
There's been a
What
few
joke of a club,
surprises.
man. Win one Premier League every 30 years, man. What a joke of a club.
Who are Chelsea playing?
You buy the whole world and then you don't win anything. What is this?
Oh, well.
You know, at least
Chelsea
us, we
got
spend money on
Paphos.
kids. You spend money on the best of the best and you still can't win.
Yeah, I know. That's why it's a disappointing season. That's why I want the manager gone.
Did you see what
I think
Slot
we
said
agree.
today about respect me? I got the first title in 30 years for Liverpool or something.
Yeah, but the last 30 years, Liverpool have never spent that much money, even considering inflation in a summer window. If you go back to the 08, 09 season and other transfer windows, if we spent money like that, we probably would have ended up winning a league title. But we never spent money like this.
But I don't think Slot spent that money. I think he wanted Gakpo to be the main man.
That's
Bro,
even
you-
worse.
You may not qualify for the knockouts, you know.
No, they'll qualify.
I mean, we're guaranteed at least a playoff spot, and our last home game is
Are
against
you?
Karabakh at Anfield. Most likely, we win that one.
You're not guaranteed. Oh, no, you're on 12th. Okay, you're guaranteed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The team in 24th is like 5 points away anyway. So if we beat Karabakh last game at home, we're probably going to end up being in the top 8. And as shown from last season, it doesn't matter where in the 8 you are. And in the end of the day,
here we go.
we
Here's
finished
the
first
copium.
and end up getting PSG, bro.
Here's the code.
Everyone keeps saying this PSG thing.
You're not PSG, bro.
But it is
You
true.
can't do what PSG did.
But it's
No.
true. Last season we finished first, and we were like the best team in the Champions League, and we ended up getting PSG in the round of 16. So you can get a tough draw even if you finish first. Because you look at the team right now, you look at the teams in the playoff spots: Inter, Atleti, Liverpool, Dortmund, Newcastle, Chelsea, Barcelona, Marseille, Juve, Galatasaray, Leverkusen, Monaco, PSV, Napoli, Copenhagen, Olympiacos.
Yeah.
So as an
Yeah,
example, Arsenal-
Forget that. I've got the projected. Check this, boys. Right, I can see the projected ones if it finishes where it is now. As it
But-
stands, you would, if you went through, you would get either Sporting or PSG. That would
Not
be.
PSG again, please. Give me Sporting, man.
You know what's interesting?
But
though?
here's the thing, though, Wolf. It will change because you have our last home game.
Yeah,
let's
I
be
know.
honest.
That's why I said as it stands. That's why I said as it
Our
stands.
last home game is against
Like,
Karabakh.
he just crapped himself. I said those 3 letters that was
No, I
scares him,
haven't
man.
crapped myself at all. I don't think we're going to win the Champions League with this manager anyway. We just don't have the tactical prowess to win the Champions
Yo,
League.
you know what's crazy? If it finished where it is now, Arsenal could get Barca or Juventus.
See what I'm saying, Martin? All this, oh my God, we finished first.
No, I'm talking more about like the when people are talking about who's going to win it, they're like, oh, well, PSG came 15th last year, so that theory means that like anyone can win it this year, even if they're like halfway down. But they have changed how the positions are valued. Like you do actually get some benefit from finishing high up the table now, not just like expected seeding, but also like location of home and away games and timing. So I don't know. I think it's worth it to be at the top, but other than between like 6th and 15th, maybe it's not even like a big deal because you just have to play 2 extra games. So we'll see who can handle that. I don't want to have that problem.
If you got Barca, just
I don't want to play another extra 2 games as well. That's the thing, because I don't think with Isak out, of course, with an injury and stuff, I'm not trying to like, bro, Ekitike, like, gotta play every single fixture from. It's just not good enough. Like, I just don't want that to happen. Which is why it would be ideal to beat Marseille away from home today. I just don't see it happening because De Zerbi is their manager, very good coach team, high pressing team. Yeah, away from home.
Ooh.
Last game though is against Karabakh at Anfield. We win that, we'll be on 15 points. 90% will be in the top 8.
But what if you don't win?
If we don't win, playoffs, here we come.
Yo, Chelsea didn't beat
Welcome to the Champions League playoffs. As things stand, who do we play in the
Chelsea
playoffs?
do against Karabakh, man?
1 second. 11th, play
We beat them,
22nd.
man.
As things stand, we play Olympiacos in the playoffs.
Yo, you know I've been taking on my Marinakis, man. Yeah, I want that one, man. Yeah, I want that one, man.
He's everywhere.
That would be our opponent in the playoffs. Liverpool are really bad right now. We are the biggest failures of this whole season. 450 million spent, and we've absolutely failed. And I will never deny that.
What's the biggest
That's why I
failure?
want-
Liverpool or if Arsenal don't win the league?
Say it again, sorry.
What's the bigger failure? Liverpool or if Arsenal don't win the league?
Arsenal, 100%.
Liverpool.
Ziad's
Arsenal
still holding on to something.
Yeah, and Arsenal spent a lot of money as well in the summer themselves. It's not like they didn't spend any money.
Yeah, but they didn't spend
It
as
was
much.
200 and something. It was like chump change, not 500 million. you
We
know?
all
Yeah,
acknowledge,
exactly.
we all
If you-
acknowledge headed into the season that Arsenal must. Liverpool just won a league title. You
No,
can't,
no. You don't get to
can't
play
allow
that
this
line.
Manchester
No,
City to win the league.
no,
You can't.
Habibi, you don't get to play that line because let's break it down like this. At the end of the last season, were Liverpool better than Arsenal?
Yes.
Okay. You went and spent 450 million. As you were saying all summer, you strengthened your team to the nth degree. Arsenal had already had this much to catch you up on, and they spent less. So, technically speaking, Arsenal only caught you up by this much. So, the fact that you're not winning this league is more embarrassing than if Arsenal were to bottom.
I think the most embarrassing club on the whole panel is your club. Went from 2nd to 17th, same time last year.
And that's the same club that went to Anfield. And
But
slapped
now,
them
away
3-0.
from your rage bait, when it comes to actual football conversations,
That's not how.
Yeah.
Why is it when you don't agree with what's being said, you claim rage bait like it's your freaking trapdoor exit, bro? What
Ziad
in what I
asked
said
me-
was rage bait?
Ziad
Explain.
is asking me given current circumstances. Ziad is not asking me based on what I thought in August.
I didn't say based on what you thought. I didn't bring you into the equation. So again, explain how's the rage bait, or were you not?
No,
listening?
because you're mentioning stuff that was relevant in August. We're talking about right here, right now. As things stand, Arsenal are 7 points ahead from a way bad Manchester City that we just laughed at them for losing to Bodo Glimt, and now they've got to win the league. So
I still think
from
that
this-
you guys are a bigger failure. Like we just need to like put that
100%.
shelve that you won the league. You spent 450 million. Like you were 5
we
points
failed
ahead
100%.
after 5
I'll never
games.
deny that.
Just lock it up in a box and say Liverpool biggest failure secured this season. We have a chance of rivaling you on some kind of level if we drop it from here. But
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
we
I'm
didn't have
saying.
the
You
same-
can't not win the Premier League from this position. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
it's
so-
still not a bigger failure than
If I told like by the way, Manchester City, the last 5 Premier League games, haven't they drawn 5 in a row or some shit?
drawn 4,
Or
lost
4 in a
1.
row. They've drawn 4 in a row, I swear.
Drawn 4, lost 1. They lost.
Yeah, they've drawn 4 in a row. No, I'm talking Premier League only. They've drawn 4 in a row, bro. Chelsea, Fulham.
Bro, they lost
They
to
lost
Man
to
U.
Premier
What are you
League
talking
too,
about?
Who the hell else did they draw to? Was it
They
Leeds
lost to
or something?
Man U. What are you talking about?
Sunderland, Chelsea, Brighton draws. Man U loss.
There's even a 4th draw in there. Wait, there's a draw where we're missing. I'm gonna load it now.
Exeter, they got 10-1 in there.
No, not Exeter. 1 second.
Or why are you saying they've drawn 4 in a row when they?
So they've drawn Sunderland, drawn Chelsea, drawn Brighton, and they lost to Man United. Okay, so there is no 4th draw. So it's 3
No,
draws and a loss.
There's a
Yeah,
loss
yeah,
for Bodo as well on the back of that.
So in the last 5 competitive games, they've drawn 3 and lost 2. So this is why, Martin, I'm looking at the City side and I'm just like, you cannot drop it from here. So that's it. Even though I've
honestly more
acknowledged
concerned
Liverpool
about
have
Villa right
failed
now.
this season.
No,
I'm
but
honestly
sorry,
more
one
concerned
second.
about Villa.
One second. If you want to be factual and fair,
Yes.
to win the league and then buy Isaac, Ekitike, Vert, Kirkes, Frimpong, and then to lose the league the following season by probably like 20 points. Okay.
But I'm already acknowledging that we failed.
No,
though.
no, no.
Why
no,
are you
no,
saying
no,
it
no,
anyway?
No. To do that, there can't be a bigger failure.
But you're
than that.
saying it in a way like I'm saying we haven't failed. I said we're the biggest.
No, but there
failures.
isn't a bigger failure than that.
Okay, let's ask your question. What was Ziad's question? This is Ziad 5 minutes ago. If Arsenal don't win it from here, are they a bigger failure than Liverpool? That's your question. So
The
we're
answer
not
is no.
talking about what I thought in August and how we were top of the league and spent 450 million. I'm talking about right now. As things stand, Arsenal are top of the league with 7 points ahead. So that them not winning from this position is a failure. So that's it.
He was asking bigger failures.
How is anything I'm saying crazy, by the way? Nothing I'm saying is mad. Why are you guys doing too much? Like I'm asking some mad shit. I haven't asked anything.
You are asking mad shit, bro.
How? Right now, 7 points ahead of this City side, and you don't win it. How's that okay?
Okay, who said it's okay?
You guys.
I think we were just
No one
comparing
said it's
failures,
okay. It's a comparison. It's a comparison. That's what it is. And the comparison is you're trying to make yourself feel better because you.
I'm not. I'm slot out.
You
I want the
can't
manager.
stand that they're that clear, man. And you don't even like Man City. This is what's hilarious about it, man. Like this,
Yeah.
this is the worst scenario you could have dreamed up in August, bro. Your team's playing shit. Your managers come off the cliff, and Arsenal's 7 points clear, and Man City are playing shit, a clear review as well. This is your nightmare scenario. So this question is just trying to make yourself
This
feel
is not
better.
my nightmare scenario at all. You're speaking to the wrong guy.
Bro, I know you hate Man City.
Yeah, but I don't hate Arsenal and they're top.
Okay, but do you want Arsenal to
tried
win the
it.
league?
You tried it and you failed.
Yeah.
I don't hate
No.
Arsenal.
Do you
Rather,
want
I have
Arsenal
no
to win the
bad
league?
feeling towards Arsenal at all.
Zero.
Watching some of Hassam's watch-alongs, you'll know
Nightmare
that he has
scenario
some
would be if
feelings.
Chelsea were top. Chelsea were top, Man United top, I'd be seething. Like I'd actually be really mad. If Chelsea were top, I'd be the biggest hater.
Wait, hold on. You always go on about your hatred for Man City and all this shit.
Yeah.
So would you rather Arsenal win it than Man City?
Yes, 100%. I'd rather Arsenal win than Man City. 100%.
Okay. So then, how does that help you going forward?
Because I don't hate Arsenal the institution.
No.
You're asking
I'm
what
not
we hate.
talking. Forget the hate. Is it better for you as a club that Man City win it? Because if let's say Arsenal bottle it, that's it. Can they go on and win it again? Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas next year,
but
you would
winning it
expect-
again is a different thing because people said the same thing about Liverpool in 1920 and they said the same thing about us last season. Or it's like, yeah, Liverpool win now and look, they've spent money in the summer. They're going to go back to back.
Yeah, but you know what the reality is?
Remember when me and
I've
Kev told you that
I've
in the summer and
experienced
you
this
cried?
legitimately. I'm gonna actually give you a football explanation. Martin will know exactly what I'm talking about. Bro, Arsene Wenger never went back-to-back league title, even on that great Arsenal side. I haven't seen my club in the modern era go back-to-back. So this whole thing about like, if Arsenal win the league this season, it's like a guarantee that they win it next year is total bullshit. Like it's
When
actually
me
very
and Ches told you this in the
it's
summer,
way more
and you
difficult.
cried.
Let
So
me
me and
explain
Ches
to
told
you.
you.
Let me
Because you
explain.
chat shit.
It's way more difficult to go back to back. And with Manchester City, there's massive information about Pep Guardiola leaving in the summer. You get me? There's actual conversation. How many people have said Pep is going to leave in the summer? We literally heard it yesterday again. So if Pep leaves in the summer without a league title and a new manager comes in, it's going to be more difficult for City to win it.
So why the fuck, when me and Ches told you the statistic percentage of this is less than 30% happening, did you cry in the summer? When we said to you,
I didn't
Liverpool
cry.
statistically have less than a 30% chance based on historical evidence that you won't defend it, you fucking cried for an hour. And now you're saying, oh, no, you can't, back to back.
First of all, stop doing a Russian accent when you're imitating me, because you sound like Makarov from Modern Warfare. That's number one. Number two, you're bringing up a completely irrelevant conversation because I destroyed your point. You started off by asking me who's a bigger failure right now. Bigger failure from this moment onwards would be Arsenal if they don't win the league. That's number one. Number two,
incorrect.
Is it better for Liverpool if Arsenal win the league this season or if City win the league this season? The reason why the answer is Arsenal winning the league is because Pep Guardiola has gone in the summer, and I know how difficult it is to go back to back. So just because Arsenal win it this season, it is not a guarantee that they go back to back next year just because they're really good. Liverpool could turn up, Chelsea could turn up, God forbid Man United could turn up. You never know what happens, right? So that's why for me, Arsenal win it this year, and next year they have less motivation to win it again. And then you've got Manchester City with a new manager, or even with Pep. And here's the thing, Nags Games brought this on earlier on in the chat. He actually brought up this point, which I agree with. Manchester City will never ever be what they once were. Like, you see this whole City Sharks thing? I did streams with you where I called them the City Dolphins, and then you were like, oh, don't dolphins hurt humans more? Dolphins but you survive after a dolphin bite. You don't survive after a shark bite. R.I.P. See you in Jannah.
Yeah, but dolphins kill sharks.
So for me, la ilaha illallah, this guy is so irritating. When you're having a football debate, do you actually just want to rage bait today?
Bro, you want to have a football? You're the one talking about fucking animals, man.
I'm just using an analogy. Can you stop rage baiting? Can you stop?
That's rage bait. I brought up fucking sharks and dolphins.
I think Wolfie has a point in the.
You're the one that mentioned sharks, the first one. You said people were spamming shark emojis in the chat. I said for me from the beginning, I called them the City Dolphins. I said the point is Manchester City will never be what they are. Pep Guardiola will not be what he is going forward, and the league will not be a league where you get 115 fucking points. So that's number one. So that's why for me, Arsenal winning the league this season will satisfy their lust to an extent for next season, which will make it harder to go back to back. That's it, yeah.
Okay, so you still didn't answer the question. So when me and Ches were telling you in the summer,
that's not the question you asked. This is a new question.
Fucking hell, man!
You gave a new question based on my answer. So let's establish first. I answered your first question, and your second question, and your third question, and Ziad's question. So now, what's your new question? What's your
my new question is the same as my old question. When me and Ches were telling you that statistically you have a 30% chance of winning the league, when you were saying 85%.
So this conversation happened in August. Liverpool did everything in their power to stop that 30%.
So were we right?
By signing Isak, by signing Ekitike, by signing Wirtz, Frimpong, and Kerkez, we said, okay, we want to go back to back, and we're making it known to the world. And then after that, it didn't work, which is why we're the biggest failures this season. That's
so we were right, yeah. And you cried for an hour on that stream, telling us every scenario why that wasn't true. And now you're saying, yeah, it's right.
Yeah, and I
use change.
And I use successful scenarios from the past, like Chelsea's Mourinho, like Man United.
Made at the end of the day,
and at the end of the day, we haven't succeeded, which is why I want my manager gone, and I acknowledge that we're the biggest failures this season. That's it. It's very simple.
You're agreeing, man.
I'll be honest, Wolfie. Everything I'm saying is logical. You just want to argue for the sake of it, like a bad bitch. That's it.
I want to argue for the sake of it. Okay.
Yes, be honest. Don't you want to argue for the sake of it?
You caught me, man.
Because you're sat here going like, man, Ziad and Martin.
You just don't like that I remember these things.
Let me carry the stream by creating a fake argument.
You just don't like that I remember conversations, bro.
No, I've already said I was wrong, though.
Okay, khalas. So you said that 15 minutes
ago
and saved us 15 minutes of our life.
Let me tell you something. Wallahi, I speak for all three of you. Wallahi, if I told Martin or Ziad or Wolfie that Liverpool will be 14 points behind in January, you'd all laughed at me and said that I'm evading pressure. So no one expected us to be here anyway. So why are we lying? Don't do the whole "I told you
Why
so."
we
No
lie-
one told us so.
Hold on,
about
what have we
Liverpool.
lied
No
about? What have we lied about?
No, like the whole "I told you so" thing doesn't apply with Liverpool because no one expected us to be this bad. You understand?
What?
If I went in the summer and I went like, who do you think will win the league? Some people might have said Liverpool. Some people might have said Arsenal. Some people might have said Chelsea. City. So 3 clubs headed into the season, people predicted to win the league. Hello? No one, even from the ones who said Arsenal will win the league or Manchester City will win the league, predicted Liverpool to be this bad. So there is no "I told you" element with Liverpool. Liverpool are the biggest failures. There's no "I told you" about this because no one predicted it.
Okay, but no one's
Like
claiming.
even
they
with
said-
you and Ches, right? You said it's very difficult to go back to back. صح? That was your point.
Mhm.
Okay, did you expect Liverpool to be this bad?
No.
At least you expected us to still be in the race, صح?
Yes.
طيب, man, that's the thing. So no one expected us to be this bad.
But you're adding in this red herring of, well, no one's expected us to be this bad. It doesn't matter if you finished a point behind Arsenal or 20 points behind Arsenal, you still weren't winning it.
No, actually, it does matter because we're not even in the race. I'm now we're in a top 4 race, so you damn right it matters.
Guys, don't let Arteta get his hands on this Premier League. You know the obsessive way he is with
But
corners
that's the
and
problem.
little
This
details.
is the problem we're facing. Is that no one actually cares if City or Liverpool win the league. No one cares. Like, okay, well done.
Trust
No one
me,
cares.
there is a fan base.
No,
there.
no, no,
Arsenal-
man, you're half
No,
right,
no
Ziad.
one cares.
Yeah, because Man United fans exist. If we got number 21, they
Man,
would
Man
quit
United fans
YouTube.
have been depressed for the past 2 decades. No one cares about Man United fans anymore. Okay, no one cares about Man
Hold
United
that,
fans
Man
anymore.
United.
Yeah, no one cares about them
No,
anymore.
Ziad, you're half right. You're half right. It's no one cares if City wins because one, they have no fans.
Yeah,
And
Liverpool win,
second-
definitely people care.
Huh?
I'm agreeing with you. I'm saying Liverpool win, definitely people care.
If people care if Liverpool win, you'll have like Sam said, Man U fans will care big time. Liverpool fans are loud, they got a big fan base. You'll hear about it. We heard about it all summer, man. I had freaking Carl in his stupid cashmere red robe all summer that's disappeared in recent months. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see like what? There's like 3. You're not gonna see LB trolling around in cashmere blue
LB,
robes, right?
Hamza, done. That's it. That's the only
Like,
two.
it's
Martin.
a handful,
Those
man.
are the only 3 I work with.
That's
Martin
it.
ain't even that annoying. LB is half annoying. Hamza is very irritating. I can't lie. So Hamza will
Yeah,
be the
but
only.
that's it. But I'm talking outside of the YouTube sphere. Like in your day-to-day interactions, how many times do you come across a City fan, man? So no one
Wallahi,
cares.
I don't
And
know a
also,
single
even
City
if you do, they've got those charges against them. So it's all irrelevant.
Wallahi, I don't know a single City fan in real life. Wallahi, I don't. I swear to God. I've lived in 3 countries. I know one glory hunter who was a Bayern fan and then became a City fan in front of my own
Yeah,
eyes
but
in
even
grade
in
9.
Liverpool,
Hamza.
like what? Hussam's gonna yap in my ear. Okay, whatever, man. That's it. No one else cares. You know, I don't know. I don't know
Definitely
Liverpool
care
fans.
about Liverpool winning the league. Liverpool are a hated football club. Don't do that.
Well, if Man City fall off, they may become an endangered species as far as a fan base is concerned. So take a picture while you can. 'Cause they're
Imagine-
all
I
sides.
want to know where these City fans were when they were in League One. That's what I want to know, man. I bet half of them don't even know they were in League One.
No, you
Yeah.
can see it on Twitter. Like half of them are saying, like, "Is this what it's like for Arsenal fans for the last 20 years? I don't think I can handle this." I actually remember there being like a
Yeah, and then they go like,
interview
"Oh,
with-
man, I was there away," and they always I was there away at Gillingham. Shut the fuck up, man. Please.
A few years ago, there was an interview with a City fan. There was a kid, and he'd only seen like 5 losses in his entire lifetime, like actual matches, like games. I was like, wow, these guys they have no concept of what it's like to be.
But I
anywhere
don't
near the
even think
top,
they
so-
know what their old stadium was called. Like if you asked them, you know, but even if you said to them, "What's Main Road?" they wouldn't have a clue. You know what I'm saying? This
They
is
go
why.
like, "Is that the GeoGuessr location?"
Huh?
Probably think it's somewhere on GeoGuessr. They would do
Yeah,
it.
exactly. So like this is why no one cares if City wins. That's what I'm saying, Ziad. You're half right. If Liverpool win, Liverpool can get annoying, man.
Yeah, we are annoying. I can't lie.
Who would you prefer to win the Premier League, Chelsea or Arsenal?
Arsenal all day. Why was that
Okay.
a question?
You're such
What
a
a-
hater.
What about Villa or Arsenal?
No, Villa's best case scenario because they're the
Okay,
most
yeah.
irrelevant one. Like,
That's right.
let's be honest.
Yeah, I didn't want people
Villa,
to think like you've got
Spurs,
some affinity for
those
us.
are very irrelevant.
You see, I think Arsenal fans would rather have Man City win it than Villa.
Because of Unai Emery.
Yeah. There's so much
Probably.
hate from him in the Arsenal fan base.
Unai.
You know what it's like when you've had a manager that
Specifically
people
after
keep
he
throwing
didn't
him in
shake
the face.
Arteta's hand last game, they went mad.
When an ex-manager comes and rocks up and starts taking points off you in a title race, it's infuriating. And he's made a
Maybe you
career
should
out
hire
of
him.
being. What's that?
Maybe you should hire him.
We
Hire
tried
who?
that, but
Unai?
he kind of like lost the dressing room and nearly sent this club into a death spiral. So if any of you guys want to try him out, be my guest.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
I would
You're
take-
good on that.
I'd say
I'm
the
good.
thing with that ex-manager theory, pause the head, man. He pretty much has it every other week with the amount of managers they go through.
You're such an
You know
asshole.
what? The thing is, we hire random managers, so it's a bit hard.
Man
to
said
get-
next week you have a new guy.
Always connected. What's going on? What's going
Man,
on?
what was that, man?
Actually, just before we move on to Chelsea, we'll speak about Chelsea in a bit.
No, I don't think we're going on.
Legitimately, you guys think is going to happen tonight in Liverpool, Marseille?
Yeah, I think that idiot Greenwood's got something for you.
Is
you know?
Greenwood there? He is, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Is Aubameyang still there? I think he is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Obama blood clot young, he's there.
They got a good team, you know. De Zerbi's getting overhyped, in my opinion. Aren't they like third? I think they're third in Ligue 1. I'm just saying, man, they might have a little something for you, man. I think they could beat
I
you.
think you're in trouble for some reason.
Yeah,
I need to see a Liverpool meltdown tonight.
You just
man.
realize we're in trouble?
Just tonight, just specifically, like Marseille, it just
Okay.
seems like one of those like banana skins that'll just.
Let me have a look at the rest of their team, see what they got.
You might get
Oh,
a draw.
Marseille.
A draw would be
Marseille,
too bad.
Where are they? Oh, so
Villa.
they're still fighting. They're 17th. So they need
I don't know
to.
if Marseille is still available to the. Sorry, not Marseille. I don't know if what's his name, Nwaneri is still available. Is available tonight.
No, I think he's doing his medical. Yo, they got Emerson. You know is that the West Ham one?
Yeah.
At left back. Bro,
Is that
how
Emerson
they
and
got
Palmieri?
Højbjerg in the middle, man.
Yeah, Højbjerg, Emerson, Palmieri. Hey, I've seen this before. Remember when we got destroyed by Premier League rejects at Galatasaray?
Number 97 of Aubameyang, man. You know what I'm saying?
أعوذ بالله man. والله we are so done.
They've got Malpay.
Oh my god, they got Timothy Weah. Forest, we're gonna get him. He's crap, man. If he scores against you, bro.
So,
Yo, this will be
so
funny.
I'm assuming you guys are basically saying you don't see us winning today.
Are you going to play a B team or are you going to go all out?
Oh wait,
B
wait.
team,
The
what
hero
team
is
is-
back.
what B team?
Salah
We have
is
to
back.
go serious.
Salah is back for this one.
Oh,
You have to
so
go serious, blood. What B team?
Does Salah travel?
Yeah, Salah
Yeah,
travel.
yeah.
Marmoush
Oh,
travel
bold,
to
bold.
Norway. I would assume Salah would definitely travel to France.
And Salah is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it fair to say you've been worse without Salah?
Performance-wise, yes. I don't think we've improved. Because it's
So
all
what's all his
games
fault?
against teams like it's really games against teams I expect us to beat, and we're just fucking getting worse and worse and worse every time by performances and shit. Bro, shit ain't getting better. I'll be honest with you guys, man. Shit really ain't getting better, and I actually don't know what the fuck to say. You know, like you guys have all been there. Martin, I get why Martin was irritated like 2 years ago and shit, because it's just like, yeah, and Wolfie will probably understand this more than Martin and Ziad, respectfully, just because Wolfie is a more consistent YouTuber. There come a point in time where you're like, bro, what the fuck I'm supposed to say? Like, it's the same shit over and over, or just on repeat.
Man, it gets repetitive, man.
خلاص
Especially when
okay,
he's
Liverpool are
stick
shit,
with the
Liverpool are
manager.
crap, slot out. فهمنا طيب, and then what?
No, you know what the worst thing is for him? I don't know if you've had it. Like when you've said this manager is shit, he's got to go, and then they go and win a game. You start getting comments on your old videos saying this aged well, this aged well. I'm like, you idiots! Thank you for watching my old videos. I appreciate it because they were dead, but I appreciate this aged well, this aged well. You know. Oh, sorry, I didn't see into the future, and he was going to win one game. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, are you gonna apologize to Slot?
Oh, that's the classic. You're gonna apologize to him. You're gonna apologize to
Yeah, I
him.
don't really know what you guys are talking about. I only had like 2 managers in my entire Arsenal supporting career. There was Wenger and then Emery and now Arteta. And Wenger the whole time we didn't even like question stuff when we were
Well, that's
poor.
a lie, bro. You forget about
It's
Limburg.
Wenger. You can't get rid of Wenger. So yeah,
What happened to Limburg, man? Did you take a break?
Ljungberg had 2 games or something.
That still counts.
Yeah. He's probably still sitting in the stand somewhere doing like tactical.
You never saw George Graham.
We're 15th, Zah.
Well, who was the one after George Graham? Was it Rioch? Bruce Rioch? That the one?
Yeah, Bruce Rioch.
He was
Martin
rubbish.
was around for them times.
No, I only 95, 96 around there when Wenger started coming in. But
So you
Bruce
like him,
Rioch.
innit?
Damn, you're old, Wolfie.
No, I just know my football, bro.
yeah, I had a Man United friend who'd moved from England, and he was like a mad Man United fan. So I had to pick another team, and Arsenal's the only one that was really like a chance against Man U. And then it was great for a few years there, like 7 or 8, and then it's just been torture ever since. So.
Do you know what? Arsenal, like when I was in the Championship, watching Premier League, you'd always watch Arsenal games. They were such a joy to watch under Wenger, man. Such a joy to watch. That's football. This is why I say like football these days is rubbish, especially this season. This season.
Why is an Everton fan cooking Ziad? This is the most random thing on YouTube.
Who's Malcolm? Like, who's that guy?
Bro, this is hilarious. And I just random Everton fan just cooking Ziad. Oh, hi Malcolm. Okay. Anyway, let me just grab these supers again and move on. Talk about Chelsea. Big up to all of you guys locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Big up to all of you guys locked in. We got 700 people in the building, guys. We're not even at 200 likes yet. You guys have a worse ratio than Arnie Slot. I wouldn't accept it if I were you. So yeah, like the video and subscribe. Hussam, we're being linked to Van de Ven for the summer. I'm gonna be honest with you, Ali. I got no idea why we just didn't sign Gehi for 20 million, even around 300 grand a week, because this whole Van de Ven package is gonna cost a lot more. You know, it's just it is what it is. Like I don't know how. I like Van de Ven, but he's very injury prone. Big up to True Blue Clay, who says, Hussam, what was more likely to happen? Liverpool to spend $500 million and get worse, or Arsenal to bottle another league title? More likely to happen is Arsenal bottle another title race. I agree with that. However, Ziad's question is not asking in August. In August, the biggest failure to not win the league would be Liverpool, 100%. But when we're talking right now, as things stand, when you're 7 points ahead of this dead City team, you are the failure if you don't win it. So both things are true at the same time. Wolfie, you absolute rage baiter clown, shut up fraud. That's what Ali's saying. Ali mad. Okay, big up Ali.
I love that. I'm in your head and
Got
I'll
him.
never ever think
Big
about
up,
you.
and he says, Sam, big up for being on the Big Six. Big up, man. Appreciate you. Big up, man. This is thanks to the support of the community and the people. We made it. You get me? I was driving to work from my house in Jordan watching the Big Six, you know, and I ended up being on it, which is mad.
Oh, were you on it? Amsa.
Shame Big Steve wasn't there.
Ams.
Yeah, Monday. I was there.
Oh,
yeah.
big up, man. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Habibi. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mama, I made it. It's not about back to back. It's about competing and not being 20 plus points behind the league leader. Exactly.
No.
That's why when Wolfie said it, it's not just like, oh my God, if you finish second, you finish second. It doesn't matter if you're 20 points behind or 2 points behind. Yeah, but the problem for me is we aren't even competing. I'm not even in the conversation to begin with, which is a disaster. Liverpool not being in the convo is a disaster. Complete disaster.
No,
Which is
disaster
crazy.
is not winning it after the way you lot went on this summer.
Not winning it is a failure. Not being in the conversation is a disaster.
Because
It's
remember
crazy
all
that this has happened though, because this is the thing that you guys have always complained about is not strengthening from a position of strength. It's like we made a really good team and we just didn't invest the money. Now you invest the money, you've blown up more than you would have before if you didn't. So it's crazy.
I always use this MasterChef analogy. It's like when they reveal these mystery boxes, and one guy like will cook up with a can of sardines a better meal than the guy with like Wagyu Prime A beef, because he just has too many options and he's fucking confused. And that's what's happened with Baldy this season. Like the guy got confused a little bit. He don't know what the hell to do, you know, and he's just putting shit together that doesn't work with each other, and we're in this position. So yeah.
Okay.
Big up to my guy Mohammed Farhad, who says, yo, Sam, you think we can lift the big ears or You're saying we can. Can you? Yes. Will you? No. Because I think you'll win the Premier League. And the thing is, like balancing two competitions at the same time is actually quite difficult, specifically in the last 3 months of the season. Like it is very difficult.
But if we're not stressed in the title race and we've got this big squad, I think there's a danger you guys could let us win both of these. If you
No, that's a good point.
Okay, but here's the thing, Martin. I'm gonna give you an objective answer to this. You're currently Carabao Cup in the semi-final, so you have a semi-final and the final to go. So that's an extra 2 games happening.
Sure.
Champions League last group stage game doesn't matter. The win, lose or draw, no one cares. Kairat at home. But then you've got that Carabao Cup. You're gonna go to the final because you've already beaten Chelsea, in my opinion. And then after that, you got FA Cup fixtures, and then you got Champions League knockout stages and Premier League games, of which you're focused at winning. So for me, it's you're not just shoveling one comp, you're shoveling 4 comps at the same time. So
if we get 10 points clear, we can start to rest players in the Premier League and then focus on the
Martin.
Don't let it happen.
Easy there, buddy. This is the most difficult competition in the world. I'll have you know. You get me? You just went to the team 17th away from home and people are complaining because you rested.
Bro, he's right. What? He's right.
No, he's not. You cannot rest in the Premier League. You can't.
You did last season, bro.
Last season, we rested players against Southampton at home, and we had to bring in all the big boys.
Did you win the Premier League?
1-1.
Did you win the Premier League?
Yeah. But we didn't.
Would you have won the Premier League if you'd lost?
We didn't win the Premier League and the Champions League, which is Martin's point.
That's on you, man. It's not on Martin.
Wow! Thank you so much, everyone. Clap for Wolfie. It's on us. What? Billah alayk, it's on us. MashaAllah. 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 It's on us. I can't lie. Wolfie's actually goated baiting people for fun. Yeah, he's the goat of rage bait on YouTube by far.
I don't rage bait anyone, man. If people get rage, that's on them.
Wallah, you're the biggest.
That's on them. Oh, because my opinion doesn't agree with them, or I say shit about their club that they don't like to hear, but they know is true.
Are you calling me a terrorist?
Am I calling you a terrorist?
Can you stop?
I respect Wolfie. He's got like an encyclopedic knowledge of the narratives that'll rattle any particular fan base, and then he'll just go to whatever that is at that specific time. I mean,
I'll touch the taboo subjects that those fan bases don't want to.
That's right.
You know what I see a lot in the comments?
I've already said we failed, though. So what taboo subject? That is not.
I'll tell you what I see in the comments. A lot of people say, "I love Wolfie when he's not talking about my club."
Yeah, it's a bit of the Hamza thing.
We say the same thing about Hamza, to be fair. Big up to my guy Ali again, who says, Ziad, welcome back, you Kiwi merchant. And speaking of Kiwi merchant, you cannot do a stream without talking about the mighty Chelsea. Not the mighty Chelsea. Big up to all you guys locked in. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And don't forget to subscribe to Forest's Fan TV. It's in the description. And all the other links are in the description. We added Ziad's zone as well, so go give him a subscription. So big up to you guys. Zizou! Chelsea. I haven't spoken to you in a really long time, so just tell me general thoughts on Chelsea before we go.
Chelsea are finished.
Proper Chelsea.
That's it. This is done.
بصير تحكي بلاش هسه اوصل لندن ونخمه.
General opinion on Chelsea. Yeah, I think if things don't change, we could be going down a very, 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 very bad road. I think Chelsea got a problem right now, and I think we finally realized that as fans that their main man who's calling the shots and telling people how to run and doing things is Iqbali. And Iqbali is a problem because his ego is as big as his head, sadly. He wants to run the club. He wants to tell medical team what to do. He wants to tell the manager what to do. He wants to tell the sport directors what to do. One of the main reasons when the ownership first took over and we were going for the big players and the big names, and we actually thought we might have been onto something, was because it was Bowley doing things and it wasn't Iqbali. Iqbali doesn't know when to get involved and when not to get involved. And him and Bowley sadly have a complete different way of seeing football and seeing business, especially when they're running a football club. Right now, you see Maresca's getting sacked or he left, whatever. The same reason Pochettino left. It's because the manager wants too much control, and it's the same reason Tuchel left as well. So I think now we know why Tuchel left in terms of a specific person. It's because Iqbali just wants too much information. You know, sometimes you need to understand and know your place. It happened with Tuchel, and no one ever understood that. You don't tell Thomas Tuchel what to do. You don't tell Thomas Tuchel what formation to play. You don't tell any manager what to play, what formation to play, or who to play, or what player to play in what position. You don't. You'd never do that. And that's one of the main reasons they fell out, and that's why Tuchel left, and that's why he's not a manager, and now he's in England. And the same history repeated itself with Maresca, and the same, obviously, of course, with Pochettino as well. But Pochettino, the difference is Pochettino was horrible, was shocking. You know, Maresca at least had something. Do I think he's as good as what people make out he is? No, I don't think he's that good. I think he's an okay manager. Do I think he's good enough for Man City? No, unless the squad really carries him, because they've got a good squad. But in the future, right now, we've got a big issue, and I don't think Chelsea fans maybe realize that as much. Is that as long as Iqbal is doing what he's doing now, if he doesn't change his ways, we're never going to change. Chelsea are always going to have a big problem.
Were you at the protest?
No, I don't have time for that rubbish. But
why is it rubbish? Tell me.
I just don't have time to go and scream and shout, because I don't think that's going to solve anything. If you want to really make a change, you do things every single game. At the game will make it more of a change, because Iqbal goes to these games. You want to make a change, and make it heard at the games where he's at. You know, otherwise you expect him to go on social media and see a bunch of Chelsea fans sitting outside. I don't think it's going to make a difference. And so I just don't have time to go there. But yeah, Chelsea will continue to buy these players that are not, won't be good enough. Garnacho is not good enough. Gittins not good enough. These bunch of players that I've never heard of are not good enough. You know, signing players on loan and then they play 2 minutes. What's the point in that? You know, and then they send them back off. So as long as Iqbal is calling the shots and he's doing what he's doing, Chelsea will
What are
never.
you calling him? Iqbali.
Iqbal, yeah.
That's the name.
Thanks.
I want to apologize to Bowley, because I thought that guy was bad. But he had it worked out. He wanted to have a meal. He wanted to go get the big players. He wanted to, get you what Chelsea used to be, the Roman Abramovich way. But Iqbali wants to, he's too busy trying to make sense when all he has to do is hold on to the club for a bunch of years and he'll make $1 billion without even trying. He doesn't even need to do these loopholes or whatever. It'll just increase in value if you're a successful club. Just go buy some decent players, man. I'm sick of looking at Chelsea and seeing all these kids. Honestly, it's not that hard. 3 or 4
When
of
you
them.
talk about decent players, our decent players are going to leave. If I'm Palmer, I'm talking to my agent. I'm going to say, listen, in the summer,
experienced players to back up what you've got. You're not that far away. He's just he's too busy playing
And that's the sad thing is that I actually don't think our squad is something else, but I actually don't think our starting 11 is that bad. I think our starting 11 is a couple players away from being very, very, very good. But the problem is these little mistakes every single summer that's taken us 5 steps backwards. You know, you can't be signing Bonamwete, Quinda Bueno, whatever the guy's name is, on loan after you've been chasing Xavi Simons the whole summer. You know, when you try and get Osimhen for a whole summer and then end up with who, I don't know. You know, these things just don't run. There's certain players that you just know you shouldn't be signing at Chelsea. I don't see Liverpool ever signing Garnacho. I don't see Man City ever signing Garnacho. I don't see Arsenal.
That Garnacho one really scarred you, eh?
Bro, when Arsenal competing for the league year in, year out, when do they ever sign a player at this level? They're competing for the league and they go sign Eze. Okay, he might not be doing what he should be doing now, whatever the reason may be, but it's the intent is there. The intent is to go and buy Eze, who's a very good player, not Garnacho and Gittins. You know, I think.
What are you saying about Jacket coming?
Who?
Jacket.
Jacket.
Yeah, you're gonna sign that centre back for 8.
I don't know who that is.
I
don't know who that is. You know, but my point is, I think it's obvious that these lot are wanting a profit and just flip players. It's obvious when you sell Madueke and then you replace him with Gittins and Garnacho. You clearly don't want to go up. You want to stay there, or you're going to go down. Garnacho and Gittins are either better than Madueke or they're worse. Sorry, they're either the same level or they're worse. They're definitely not better. Neither of Garnacho, and I don't think Madueke is that amazing of a player, but Madueke is better than Garnacho and he's better than Gittins. They're better, you know what I mean? So it's clear they want to make profit on these random players, you know. But Bowley, if he comes and takes, and Bowley's tried, don't get it wrong, Bowley's tried to buy Iqbali's share from the club, but he just refused because he's an arrogant, you know the word. But this guy is just, we need to get him out. We need to get him out of the way. And
what do you think of the Rostanier shit, to be honest?
I don't know. He speaks a good game, but I don't think he's obviously to the standard of Chelsea. Do I think he's to the standard of Chelsea? No. I think he's a good talker, and he's still young in his career and he's still starting, maybe in 5, maybe if he's lucky, but most likely in about 10 years, maybe he might be somewhere up there. But right now, no, he's nowhere near good enough to be Chelsea manager.
He's a clown, man.
He speaks good. I'm a confident man. I know
he doesn't speak good, man. That stuff he said about manage is man and age.
Man age, yeah.
Does he think
doing
he's like
Lego
some philosopher?
Aging men. What the fuck are you saying?
What the hell, man?
Yeah, man, I don't know, but I think this is the problem. I think on Pochettino, the reason people didn't see it on the Pochettino is because he was bad, but the reason now we're really seeing it for what it is because Maresca wasn't terrible, but it's just. Sorry, he wasn't amazing, but he wasn't like worthy of being sacked straight away.
Poch was the only manager that got a tune out of
why he's
Palmer,
being
right?
sacked. You know, as soon as it all comes out, it's the same exact reasons coming out that came out with Tuchel and Pochettino. It's the same pattern. The pattern is the same.
Do you owe Pochettino an apology?
And did you wanted Maresca to stay as well? That's another question. During the Poch era, you were arguing that it's just the manager. I told you it was also recruitment. Where do you feel now? How do you feel about it now? Be honest.
I don't think Maresca is long term. I don't think he would have been. I don't think he would have ever won the league with us. I don't think
Would you
he's
take
got
Poch back?
Yeah, I don't. No, definitely not. But I don't think he's got the capabilities of winning the Premier League with us. Or the
Who,
Champions
Rossinier or
League.
Maresca?
Maresca or Rossinier, bro. If the guy wins a game with us, it would be good. I think Maresca gives me signs. I think he gives me signs of a cup manager, man.
He was cooking in the league, man, right at the end.
But I'm very confused. Are we talking about Maresca or Rossinier here? Who's the cup manager?
It's not Maresca, man.
Maresca.
I think he's a cup man. I don't think he's in terms of like a long season, 38 games in the Premier League. I don't think he can hack it.
He did 40 plus in the championship and won that.
I don't care about championship, man. I really don't care about championship. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, but you know, telling us he's a trophy winner. That's why you went for him.
No, I didn't say anything. I
blame
Lewis.
YouTube rules, bro. Anything a Chelsea fan says, you have to be held to account.
No. I blame Lewis. I blame Dom. These are gassed up managers for no reason, bro.
And you have to answer for their crimes.
No. This doesn't work like this, bro.
Again, I blame Lewis.
Bro, Maresca this after Arsenal, bro. Like, no, man. Just no.
90-minute merchants.
But I can count on my hands how many times Maresca impressed me, man. But everyone make out as if he's a world-class manager. No, man.
But how come Poch is the only one to get a tune out of Palmer? Is it just because Palmer's
question?
I told Ziad at the time, I'm like, Poch always takes the best forward and gives him the keys. And he was like, oh my God,
Palmer was amazing last season. What are we talking about here, man?
He was not amazing in January till May. Stop lying.
I don't care about whether you and your specific date. Palmer had a good season last season and he was good last season.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
He's literally the reason we got Champions League football.
No, he's not. He was bad from January until May. This is not
the reason you got Champions League football. Let's be real here.
Anyway,
he did well against PSG. I'll give him that.
Man, come on, man. But everyone wants to blame Palmer. It's fine, man. But if I was Palmer, if I was Enzo Fernandez, if I was Caicedo,
everyone wants to blame.
It's fine. Palmer. But if I was these,
I'm saying. So we're making this about the recruitment side of things. He said, "Will you take Poch back?" You said, "No." Okay, Habibi, don't take Poch back. No one's stopping you from wanting Poch back. But we said it's not just the manager who's at fault. That's it.
No one's saying he's not the. No one's saying right now, but I'm saying right now. Okay. Unless Iqbali steps down or takes less control, we're going to see the same problem year in, year out. In terms of recruitment, in terms of managers that come in terms of performance, everything is going to be the exact same every single year. I want Chelsea fans to understand this. Nothing is going to change unless Iqbali stops. Whatever. I don't want to swear, but khalas.
Swear, bro. Swear.
You guys have four sporting directors. Is that true? Is that 3 or 4 sporting directors?
Sporting directors haven't got a clue.
Too many cooks.
It is too many cooks.
When we say sporting directors, though, ain't it low-key like they're just being controlled by someone? Like, I doubt, the whole Iqbali thing and stuff.
Bowley wants 1 sporting director. Iqbali wants 2. Bowley wants 1 guy to do his job, and when he wants a player, he goes to Bowley. So I need your signature. Okay, F off. Now go do one. That's it. Iqbali wants to know who he's signing, where does he come from, what's his stats, where was he born, where was he raised, where's his mum from, where's his dad from, bro, like how many siblings does he have? No one cares. You're not involved. Why are you getting involved?
Ziad, is it fair to say you're turning into Spurs?
No. Don't
No,
ever
no,
say
no.
like that again in your life.
Why?
No.
Spicy Brighton. I think it's
No,
very
no,
unfair
no.
to say Spurs.
I think it's
Don't
quite
forget,
fair.
we are still Club World Cup champions. Don't forget it, man.
Yeah, that's like Spurs fans saying, "Don't forget, we're still Audi Cup."
No.
Oh my God, we are
No,
the
no, no,
champions.
no.
Yeah,
It's
man.
fine. No problem, Hassan. It's fine. You went in the tournament. You're bumheart. It's fine.
So you by just saying that have convinced me even further that you are just the Blue Spurs.
No, because the Club World Cup is an actual trophy.
It's not. If you said to me, "Don't forget, we've won the Champions League twice. They've never won it," and all this, I'd hear it. But why did you jump to a friendly in the
I'm
summer?
talking about now. I don't want to jump to. I don't want to go too far. You know, Champions League was a few years ago. We're talking about recently Club World Cup. You know.
Nah, bro. No. This is bad because you have a lot of similar traits to the Spurs fan base.
No, we don't.
You do. You lot want.
No, they
to
don't. I
sign-
think Spurs is too far. I think more Brighton is accurate.
No.
because they
If you,
sell
Hassan,
Bayern
you
all-
need to think about it. In the
No, they
summer, they
sell
were talking
Bayern.
about.
You get-
I'll tell you why. In the summer, they were talking about, oh, we're getting Tony. Oh, we're getting Osman. They end up with the lap. You know what I'm saying? That's such a Spurs thing. Oh, Spurs wanted Eze. They wanted Gibbs White. They end up with Xavi Simmons. That Spurs think they were going to win a league and fight for it and kick on because they won the Europa League last season. See what happens. Chelsea, the same thing. There's so many similar traits. Their fan bases are so similar in the way they think. They think they are bigger than they actually are. And Chelsea, because they've dropped off. They start to accept this mediocrity, this friendly in the summer that they won. And suddenly that's what they base their standards on. Whereas Chelsea from 5-10 years ago, Champions League or Premier League, or it's unacceptable. Now they're happy with
Who's
friendly
happy?
competitions.
I'm not happy.
You are because
You
it's the
said
first
we're
thing
world
you mentioned.
champions.
No, but you can't compare me to Spurs, man. Come on, what's going on here?
No, I can.
Have some shame, man.
We can actually.
No, but you need to have some shame and not act like
You need
Spurs
to
fans.
find shame.
Why? I didn't say anything. I'm just saying we need to change.
Palmer last season more GA. Than
They did
Saka
do a
ever.
protest of like 100 people, so that was a bit Spursy as well.
But
Yeah,
so
well,
you
everyone's
guys,
saying
Bro, they had to protest on the same
I
day.
noticed
On the
something.
same
I
day,
noticed
man.
something.
Like,
One
you
second.
telling me they're not the Blue
One
Spurs, man?
I noticed something with these Chelsea fans. You guys use GA whenever the fuck you feel like, and then you use eye test whenever the fuck you feel like. You want to do GA? Okay,
Bro, I
Palmer
test
has
and
more.
GA. Palmer
One
has better
second.
than Saka.
Palmer has more GA than Saka. He's better than Saka. Okay, Rick and Rick only. Who's better, Salah or Hazard? Now he's gonna go like based on the Billy E. Blah blah blah. Habibi, you wanna use GA? Answer the question, Rick. I dare you say Hazard is better than Salah. I dare you right now. Say it. I fucking dare you. I'm gonna ban you from the whole channel, mate. You get
Lick
it?
Trapped him.
Yeah, there you are. There you are.
Calm
Anyway,
his
guys,
blood.
and wrap up the stream here. Forest Fan TV in the description. Ziad Zone in the description. Martin ain't got a channel, but you can find him on my channel, most channel. Get me a shout, Martin. I'm gonna redirect you to myself, to my own watch along in an hour and a half from now against Marseille. Come watch us get slapped later. Love you all, and I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.
Peace.